Alright, welcome to Homosexual Agenda.
Have you ever wondered, why are there so many flags? Have you ever wondered, what are these flags?
I sure have.
Are you over the age of 25?
I am.
We are two old gay people, and we're going to guess various pride flags because it's Pride Month, and we're gay. For those of you who are new here, hello. We are Cryptid Corner. We do cosplay, gay shit, and whatever hyperfixation is most appealing at the time.
Whatever floats the boat. And then that's Gritty, so...
And this is Gritty, so subscribe and like this video for our cat farting around in the background.
Okay, Slay. Are you ready?
Slay.
What's this? That looks dangerous.
That's the gay flag.
I hear that a lot of states
Don't like that
don't
thing.
like that thing.
That's also like the old gay flag. Well, the new old gay flag. Because the original one had like 8 colors, I think.
That sounds right, actually. I do know this. This is classic rainbow.
Which is for gay pride.
LGBT pride, just in general. Who dat?
Me!
The one thing we have right now.
I have one tiny bisexual pride flag.
God.
It's me. I'm the bisexual. Who dat?
I don't know.
That's us.
That could be anything.
That could be us. That could be you. That's where all the pretty girls come from.
Please don't be transphobic while we're rating. Well, we're not rating, just
I'm
guessing.
making a joke about how on Twitter they'll just be like, where are all the girls with this flag from? Because all the hot girls seem to have this country flag on their bio. That's the trans flag.
I don't think I knew that. That's really funny.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Gender binary?
I feel like it could be androgyny.
Because heterosexual, I think, is like black and white.
Yeah, it's the black and white stripe.
So we know it's not that.
It's not that.
What does this mean, androgyny? What does that mean?
I feel like it's like, it's not exactly two-spirit, but it's like very like gender ambiguous,
Okay.
I believe.
It must be because it's not bisexual.
bisexual.
We know this. It's not heterosexual. Gender binary, like who? What?
Why
So
did they need a
it must
flag?
be androgyny.
Androgyny.
Androgyny. Androgen was
Andron-
incorrect. Well, it's got to be gender binary. There's so many flags.
There's so many flags.
Just go based on what colors you like, in my opinion.
What's this flag? I have seen this. It's a non-beanie guy. I don't remember which non-beanie.
I'm feeling...
It might be agender?
Well, the purple and green, I think, are a direct rejection of classic gender.
Yes.
It's not the non-binary flag
Yeah.
itself, though.
And I don't think it's the gender fluid one because that's the one that I really like. Or is it gender queer?
Or is it just straight up gender non-conforming?
I want to go with agender.
I want to argue, but I really can't. You're also
Agender.
it's here.
Oh, maybe it is gender queer. My bad.
Wait,
Yes.
yes.
My bad.
Dear past Kai, you were right. This, I know this.
Yes.
This is asexual.
Yes. That is the ace flag.
I am legally on the ace spectrum. Is it not loading or is it literally like
Are you just that pale?
Bambi sexual. Oh god, this one's gonna be complicated.
Oh, no.
Oh my god. It's not lesbian, it's not pansexual.
No.
This we know.
I don't think it's non-binary lesbian either. But wait, it might be. 'Cause that's like the non-binary flag is black, purple, white, yellow. And the lesbian flag is the pink and orange. So like, is it non-binary lesbian?
But it's also super pale, which gives me...
But also, is that a whack-ass filter?
But Bambi sexual, which for the record, I have no idea what that
No.
means, but I would assume it's like you're into hyper femme and lesbian adjacent.
It's like femme for
femme.
guess.
But also, I think your logic for non-binary lesbian is pretty solid.
I have heard of cubiosexual and lithsexual, and I've seen those flags on Tumblr back in like 2015. And I don't think it's either of those. I don't think I've seen this flag before.
Cupiosexual, so I'm thinking Cupid, which is incorrect based on your face.
I don't think that's incorrect actually. I think that's like part of where they get it from.
I'm thinking it's like sexual, well, you ever have, when
A dream?
when you dream
When you're gay, when you dream, when you're gay.
I'm thinking almost like demisexual, where when you have a romantic attraction, you become sexually attracted.
I think it's like you have an attraction towards people, but it goes away when they like you back.
Oh, so the opposite.
Yeah. All right. Shall we put in our vote?
When did I buy a
Sure.
lesbian? I guess.
No idea.
Curious is a term used to describe individuals who do not experience sexual attraction but still desire a sexual relationship. Falls under the asexual spectrum, indicating a long sexual connection without the accompanying feelings of sexual desire. Interesting. Should we look up ambisexual while we're here?
Sure.
Because that was also an option. Ambisexuality refers to sexual orientation where individuals prefer affectionate and sensual non-sexual acts such as cuddling and hugs over sexual acts.
It is a lesbian related thing, apparently.
Fair enough. Alright, I know this one.
I also know this one.
It's intersex.
That is the intersex flag.
I know that one.
I know that one. Wait, I remember, I think. I'm like 90% sure because of a fucking Bandom fanfic I wrote where everybody had different flags. I think I know.
Is it? I think it's either gray or aromantic or demi-romantic.
It's not demi-romantic.
So it's gray or aromantic?
I think it's agender.
You thought the other one was agender?
Well, I think I'm wrong. I think this is agender. I had a fic where Mikey Way was agender, and this is the flag I put on them.
I really hope Gritty is having a good time back there. I feel like I'm just giving you all of these. I should have fought
I was
more.
on Tumblr.
I should have fought more for my thoughts.
I was correct. Thank you, Michael James Way, who I they done repeatedly in a fic.
I know this
you know
one.
this one.
It's non-binary.
Yes.
I was really worried you were going to say it was wrong.
No.
Slay.
Lesbian.
Is this just the regular? Yeah,
I think
right?
technically this is the like lipstick lesbian one.
Yeah.
But it is lesbian.
No fucking clue. Queer platonic, maybe?
So there's a heart.
A very interestingly drawn heart. I'm
I'm vibe check queer platonic.
I'm feeling queer
Vibe check
platonic.
queer platonic. I have no idea. I've never seen this one before.
We know it's not gender neutral. We know it's not non-binary.
I'm 90% sure it's not polysexual because I think that one's like red, blue, and black.
That sounds right.
I don't know
what
hetero or allo-romantic.
Isn't allo-romantic? You know what, you're right. I can't do it. It's got to be queer platonic.
I'm gonna vibe check.
You were
It is
wrong.
not queer platonic. It is heterosexual.
Okay, which means also known as a scoliosexual
or allotroposexual.
refers to sexual attraction to non-binary and or potentially binary transgender people. Ooh, I don't like that. No offense, but like that gets
Back in my
gets
day,
dicey.
we called that a chaser. That's
Anyway.
maybe that's why we haven't heard of it. Vibe check. I feel like this was heterosexual because it's like dumb, affectionately. No hate to
what if
whoever
it's-
comes up with these, but
What
I
if it's,
feel like
the hint on this one says that this may be easy.
so that makes me again think it is heterosexual,
I've never seen this before.
which is why I think it's heterosexual. Nothing
Or is it cisgender? No, I don't think this is a gender flag.
No, because it's
gotta
got
be
the
a
heart,
sexual
so it's
flag.
like
Okay.
affection, attraction, whatnot. I feel like this is heterosexual. It is heterosexual.
Interesting.
Okay.
I think there is.
It's honestly cute.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
like boring but cute, so like that makes sense.
I
That's
thought there was a
heterosexual.
different heterosexual flag.
I don't. There is a black and white stripe one.
Hold on. Sapiosexual? No. I've seen this.
I know this one. I know this one.
Is this the polyamory one? For pi?
Yeah.
Because
Infinite. I also know this one.
omnisexual?
Nope.
Trigender?
Wrong.
Trisexual? Is it poly?
It's
wait.
polysexual.
Hold on, I think I forgot there was a difference between polysexual and polyromantic. Okay, that's fair. I do like the colors on this one
Yeah.
a lot, actually. They're so off-putting, but like in a fun way. This is obviously related to women.
Is this a drag queen flag?
I'm thinking yes.
This was drag queen. That makes sense.
Queen, you dropped this.
This is my favorite one.
This is the gender non-conforming.
No.
No, wait, stop. You use this one. Gender fluid.
Mm-hmm.
In my defense, I understand the difference between gender non-conforming and gender fluid.
Yes.
In fact, I am probably...
You're gender non-conforming.
I am.
I'm gender fluid.
But I don't necessarily-
Sometimes I want to be that bitch. Most of the time, I want to be Adam Sandler.
I don't really embrace those for myself, but
Yeah.
I am though. This is, hold on. Isn't this like demi boy?
I think.
Because it's like sort of transgender.
It's, yeah.
like, but
Like, I
it's
think there's
not.
like the matching Demi girl one that's got like the pink and gray.
Yeah, I think so.
I think.
I'm feeling good about that.
Same.
I feel good about that.
Same.
I think it's a demi boy. This is
Somebody dropped this in our live chat like
Really?
3 years ago.
Is this cupiosexual?
I might be. Much like pansexual, it just means like I'm down for whatever.
I'm down for whatever.
Yeah.
Gender is daily.
Gender is my
occurrence.
paintbrush, and I am an artist.
Oh God, I don't know. No, this one. I have no
idea.
I don't even have a concept.
Okay.
It kind of looks like the polysexual flag.
I was gonna go off of that. So like polysexual, but like this is gender. Like it's got the 5 like the gender.
Quad
So
gender.
like maybe either gender non-conforming or quad gender.
I don't think it's gender non-conforming because I think we would recognize that flag.
I don't know if I know the gender non-conforming flag. I didn't know there was one.
I think there's yellow in it.
I think it's a non-binary flag.
Yeah, maybe. To be honest with you,
Like I think it's a gender.
I agree with that. Trigender, maybe. Gender fae.
Could be. I don't know her.
I don't know her. Sorry for the pronouns. I'm thinking tri or quad gender.
I agree.
But which one do we want to do?
I'm more familiar with trigender.
I'm gonna think 3 then.
Okay.
Because it's 3 colors. And
it is trigender. So we were slave.
Let's
Let's
go. Context clues,
Context
baby.
clues and understanding color theory.
Pansexual.
That's you.
This one's me.
That's you.
Wahoo.
And you know what we do instead of having discourse between bi and pansexual? We kiss on the mouth. You should too.
Gay rights!
Did I hurt you?
No.
Oh, the God.
He's got spiky tongue piercings. Oh, this Wait, is this bad bisexual?
This could be bad bisexual.
This could be bad bisexual.
Homosexual. What does these mean?
I don't know.
I feel like we should
Google shit.
if this doesn't give us the information,
We gotta find out.
We gotta find
we gotta
the information.
look into this information.
I'm thinking bisexual simply because of the
Vibes.
colors. Just vibes. No idea. But vibes.
An emerging term.
Term comes two words, pomo, which is short for postmodern, and sexual.
Refusing, voiding, or not fitting any sexual orientation label in terms of... Okay, so basically a label for I don't like labels.
You know what?
Alright.
I could embrace this. I like that postmodern sexual. Yeah, I don't give a shit. I'm evolved.
Oh, is this androgyny? Or is this gender... This is a gendery swirl.
I'm thinking it's omnigender or gender flux. But which one?
I feel like omnigender?
Okay.
Vibes?
Vibes. Omnisexual.
Okay, our bad. We were close.
Our bad.
We were close though. We said omnigender.
Omnisexual.
I think it's very similar to pansexual. Because we've had discourse about this where like I didn't hear about pansexual until way later, and you did hear about it early on in life. I heard bi and omnisexual.
That's
like
oh,
two
that's
options
interesting.
for like I don't give a fuck.
Because I think it's again has these subtle differences. So if you fuck with it more, you fuck with it more. My guess is omni as a term kind of means like all encompassing, like everything all at once at any given time, and therefore any one thing. Like it doesn't really matter.
Bi, pan, poly, omni, like are all kind of under the same boat of like I don't really care. Yeah. But how I define it is obviously going to relate to my own experiences. If I didn't know this was a pride flag, I would assume it was a country that I've never heard of. Minecraft.
This just looks like this looks like
Minecraft.
This looks like a farm.
This looks like Minecraft. All right.
I want to have a little cow right here.
Intersex female identifying.
I am also leaning towards that, but I have like no concept. We were wrong.
It was not intersex female identifying. Okay.
I see. I don't. That's fine.
No, speaker piece. Speaker discourse.
First of all, these colors are
not
very off-putting.
Yeah.
To me, I just also so the term gives me the ick.
Yes, because there's a masked version that's like phallosexual.
Yeah, I feel that it's
very like that could very easily be transphobic.
This has been another hot debate. You're allowed for sure to have preferences on
who, what, when, where, why, and how you want to fuck.
And that can include somebody's equipment, essentially. That's fine. You're allowed to have those thoughts. I do think it gets into a slippery slope, especially with how sexist the world is, when like you basically reduce somebody down to
just what they have going on down there.
Yeah. And again, these colors definitely give
also we're kind of stinky.
Ooh.
Whoa. I would assume Indian because that feels like
the moon. This is gorgeous.
This is a fun one.
We were right.
Indian.
What does that mean?
I don't know what that means. I've heard that term. I don't remember.
Moon gender?
Non-binary love. Okay, so it's like T for T but NB for NB type of shit.
Respects.
Slay. Y'all went off with that one. I can't even lie. That's awesome.
I'm a little jealous.
Yeah.
It's a good
kind
flag.
Kind of fucks hard. That's a good flag.
This is a good flag.
Slay.
This, hold on. This is gender neutral or aromantic. Or asexual. Fuck.
It's not asexual. Asexual is purple.
Then I think, is it demi-romantic?
No, I think it's gray aromantic. Because I think the demi-romantic one is that but purple. Because the aromantic ones, wait. It might be demi-romantic.
I don't know. Oh god, I'm sorry everybody.
This one is demi-romantic. Let's go.
Context clues, baby. Green to yellows and whites. What could it be?
Neutral.
That's what I'm thinking.
Because I feel like
neutral, something extra neutral, a little neutral with your neutral.
French.
Heterosexual for citrus.
I read that as heterosexual.
Citrus,
my bad.
lemon and lime. I do think it's a gender one though. Yeah. I'm gonna go neutral.
Sounds like La Croix. It is gender neutral. Fascinating.
I feel like this is like a new gender.
It's probably new, but it's probably, I think a lot of these people come up with like as they understand more
what they want,
identities and more like whatnot.
Yeah.
And then like the flags either get picked up and used or they don't.
This is Venus. This is the symbol for Venus.
Which is typically associated with like femme people. What if this one's from Aphrodite?
This one might be.
And we fucked it.
I'm trying to think, Aphrodite is what I'm thinking of, because I think Venus and Aphrodite are the same goddess, and it's not necessarily just femme, it can just be sexual, romance, love.
So that one is the hermaphrodite. Oh,
two boys.
Two boys.
Pink and white and yellow.
Again, I feel like somebody else dropped this in our chat at one point. And was
Twink Pride, perhaps?
It could be Twink Pride.
Cute color.
I could see someone dropping that in our chat. Twink.
I'm gonna say Twink Pride.
Twink.
Twink Pride! Let's go! I know about twinks.
We know twinks. What y'all know about twinks?
What y'all know about twinks?
You guys know about twinks.
This is ally. This is ally, not heterosexual.
This is ally.
Okay.
This is what Josh is.
Ally.
Ally.
asexual panromantic, perhaps?
That would make sense, given
That
the
makes
combo.
sense. The gray, with
Yeah.
like the combo.
Yeah, I think your logic is sound. This one is not asexual panromantic.
Fuck.
What?
You got a 63, which is passing. We learned something today.
We learned some flags, we learned some genders, we learned some terminology that we may have never heard of before. I don't know why I'm doing this accent, sorry.
I like pomogender, or pomosexual. I
Yeah.
respect the fuck out of that, actually. I live in a postmodern world.
I don't need gender.
I don't need gender.
I make my own.
Or sexuality. I just do what I
I'm
want.
just doing whatever.
And that's the
It's like-
lesson, baby.
I think that is like the beauty of it all, is a lot of these are describing less known, understood, queer ways of expressing yourself.
You're allowed to
And, like, that's
interact
kind of the fun
with
of it.
any of this if, when, where, how,
You wanna.
all the things. I think a very common kind of attack that queer people receive is the "why do you think you're special?" or you think you're a special snowflake kind of thing. And I think this is twofold. I think on one hand there can be a tendency to like overly almost want your representation to be perfect all the time, and like you might get stuck in that, and then you're like, you didn't understand me perfectly right, and now I'm offended. That can happen, I suppose. But more importantly, like you're saying, even if it's these subtle differences, like the conversation between what are the differences between pan and bisexual and omnisexual and whatever,
polysexual.
and all those things, even if there isn't really a reason,
An external, tangible difference.
it's fine.
It's
because
still like whatever you fuck with, you fuck with.
I don't feel like I said my point good, but whatever. Good luck editing.
But yeah, so pride flags, they exist. There are a lot of them. If your identity/identities were mentioned in this video, let us know in the comments. If they weren't, also let us know in the comments, because shit, now we get to Google more stuff. I love to learn. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. I think it'd be fun to maybe do like a bi versus pan discourse, but it's us all just like yapping on a couch.
Or we could do a PowerPoint night.
Yeah.
We could present PowerPoints to each other, and then maybe we can do like a Venn diagram of like what did I mention versus what you mentioned.
Like this
What did
video
you
if you would like a bi-pan discourse PowerPoint night video. And subscribe if you enjoy our content and you want to see more and you want to see us be gay and stupid online
It's
forever.
Pride Month. Don't be homophobic.